I'm here with Charlie Mackey, our Director of Equipment Operations for the University of Vermont Athletic Department. Charlie, can you tell us a little bit about your roles and responsibility?
Sure, Krista. I'm the head equipment manager here at the University of Vermont. My job is very, very broad-based. We cover everything from working with the coaches, not only from supplying equipment and uniforms and apparel for them, but we also work with compliance issues. We work with taking care of their budget issues, but how much money they really can spend on all this equipment and apparel that they wear. It's also, we do event setups. We do a lot of work with practices. We have somebody taking care of all the laundry. We have people, the very day-to-day operation that we run around here is literally an 18-hour day operation. So that kind of says a lot about what we do here as a staff, and it's not a large staff. There's myself, we have an associate manager, Terry Jernander, and I have Wayne Thompson here. And that pretty much says what we have for full-time employees. And then we have Gary Brunig, who is a part-time employee, to help us out. The only other person we have helping us out is our administrator, is Michael Walston, and he takes care of the paperwork for us. So that's a very short synopsis on what we do as a staff, but it goes much further than that. We really spend a lot of time.
Here's Wayne.
Where's Wayne?
Wayne's hiding.
Wayne, I'm doing an interview for our class.
You want to come in, Wayne? We spend a lot of time working with our coaches, doing artwork, talking about branding issues. Coaches invariably want to put their own brand on anything that they do as far as uniforms and practice wear is concerned. But we work with our marketing agencies and to a certain extent our retail outlets like the bookstore. So we have to have a consistent brand. And I'm sure many of you, when you've been out on campus walking around, you see the Vermont brand out there. You see our VCAT. Okay, we have our VCAT Fridays, and that's very important to us as not just the equipment people, but also that you as students, faculty, staff, employees become invested in that brand also. So that's something that's very important to us here also. I myself, I work pretty exclusively with the men's hockey team, and it's one of the more prominent teams as far as the things you see on TV and everything else on campus, but that doesn't mean every other team that we work with isn't just as important to us. So that's pretty much what we do, and it takes up a lot of time and a lot of effort by everybody here in the equipment room.
Thanks, Charlie. And what would you say your favorite part of the job is?
Just working with the people in our department. I think we have a great relationship with everybody, and of course the students. They're our source of our pride and what we do everything for. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our students. So that's the main thing for us here.
Very true. And one last question, what piece of advice would you give to students who are interested in entering the field?
Get involved. Get involved. You can come down here, and we have work study jobs here in the equipment room. If you have work study available to you. If not, you can certainly come down here, and we have multiple students who work on a volunteer basis because they're interested in getting into it. We are looking at starting an internship position, and hopefully we'll have that in place in the next year or two. And but by all means, get involved. Come down and talk to us. There's nobody here in the equipment room that won't be happy to talk to you about it.
Great. Thanks so much, Charlie, for taking time out on a busy game night.
You're welcome, Krista.